Hello, happy Sunday to you. Welcome to another episode of the Purpose series. My name is Ruth Ogadima. Clearly know that already. And I have been privileged to take you on a journey. In fact, I have been taking you on a journey on everything you need to know about peoples. I know that you've heard a lot about peoples and then you've been trying to understand or figure it out in one or two ways. So by the help of God, I have been on a journey with you. That's for those of you that see me for the second or third time. But if this is your first time of seeing me, I have been taking some beautiful, handsome, amazing set of people on a journey. And so far on that journey, we are on episode 6 today. Isn't God amazing? We're on episode 6 today. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you imagine? So today we are on episode 6. I would not have the time to go back and start doing a recap on everything we've done so far. But if you have not been following our videos, I will advise or encourage you to go back to episode 1 and 2. Just build up from there so you have a better understanding of what we are doing here. Okay, like I said, it's a journey, and the journey is going to end soon, by the way. Yes, it's going to end soon. Yes, but before it ends, today I want to share something from my heart. It's not like everything I've been sharing is not from my heart, but this one, there's a way it's more personal to me because I know and I've met a lot of people who struggle with this particular subject I'm about to discuss today so much. They are trying so hard to understand or figure it out. Okay, so here's the thing. I know you have heard that if you want to discover your purpose in life, you have to find your gifts, find out the things you love doing, find out the things you have passion for, find out the things the things you hate, what grieves you, what makes you angry. I think I saw that from the assignment by Dr. Mike Murdock. That's a book. He said one of the ways you know your purpose is you find that out from what grieves you, what you love most, what you have passion for, or you can even build up from your past, maybe the experiences you've had. Maybe that's more like the clue to what God will have you do. As much as that is true, but I'm here to give you something very powerful, okay? A more sure way to discover your purpose in life. A more sure way. Yes, knowing your passion, knowing your gifts, knowing your skills, knowing what you love most, what grieves you, and everything. All that can be a clue to discovering your purpose in life. Okay, but in the midst of it, I actually taught a group of people, not even someone, a group of people in a class on the subject of purpose. And by the time I finished itemizing ways that they can discover their purpose, I said, okay, you find your gift, you find your talent, you find out what grieves you, pay attention to your past, pay attention to your experiences, and find out the things you love most, the things you have passion for. After saying all of that, somebody still asked me from the group, said, "So ma, I have done all these things, I've paid attention to everything you just mentioned, but I am still not having that fulfillment." That's what the lady said to me. She said, "I don't have that fulfillment. I still feel like something is missing." And I said, wow, okay, there is another way that I know, that I'm so sure that that way never fails. So I gave her the tip, and here is the thing. I told her, you need to go back to God. You need to go back to God. Do you know why? Because God is your creator. God is your manufacturer. And nobody knows the product. Nobody knows the product more than the creator or the manufacturer of the product. God is your creator. God is your manufacturer. And nobody knows the product more than the creator of that product or the manufacturer of that product. Do you understand what I just said now? God is your creator. God is your manufacturer. And nobody on earth knows the product more than the person that created or manufactured the product. Now, the person, even if you go to buy a freezer in your house, your knowledge about that freezer cannot be compared to the knowledge that the person that manufactured the freezer has. No. No way. If you go to get I'm trying to find examples. You have electronics in your house, you have your TV, your whatever, your AC, everything in your house. No matter, see, even if they give you a manual, even if they give you a manual, see, for some of us that even read manual in this part of the world, Nigeria, Nigeria where I come from, some of us don't have time for manual. We just find out, we just figure it out and start using the product anyhow, so but then what I'm trying to say is that even if you go through the manual of that product, you cannot know about that product more than the person that manufactured that product. There are some things that the person that manufactured that product will come, maybe the product or maybe the freezer or the AC has fault, and then you call a technician, okay, come fix this thing for me. I don't know what the problem is. The technician is still trying to figure out, okay, so what's the problem? It's okay, let's check here. Could this be the problem? Let's check here. Could this be the problem? Why is the technician still trying to figure that thing out? If you call the manufacturer of that AC, or if somehow the manufacturer of that AC comes into the picture, I can assure you it won't take him or her more than 5 minutes to tell you, oh, this is where the problem is coming from. Why? Because he is the person that molded it, like the person that brought it together. Okay, this is a hairbrush. Yeah, this is a hairbrush. I think I use it for a microphone, but that's by the way. This is a hairbrush. Now, the person that made this hairbrush knows exactly why he produced or she produced this hairbrush. Now, the person sat down and carefully, I don't know how they did this, but this is creativity. Carefully produced this. So the person knows exactly, okay, if one of this is missing, I could tell what the problem is. Now, I know that why I produce this brush is for hair. It's for hair. Now, if a random person picks up this brush, the person can decide to use the brush for anything, but the manufacturer of the brush knows exactly the purpose why he or she, I'm saying he or she because it can be a male or female, produce or manufacture this brush. Now, that example is long enough. I want to believe you've understood what I'm saying. Now, I am saying that the surest way for you to discover your purpose in life is to go back to your manufacturer. You heard me? Go back to your manufacturer. Go back to your creator. Okay? I said nobody knows the product more than the manufacturer of that product. Nobody. even if you buy the product from the market, you cannot understand or know exactly how that product functions more than the person that produced it. In the same way, whilst you're trying to figure out your purpose in life, you are trying to look into your gift, you look into your passion, you look into the things you love doing, you look into the things that grieve you, you look around your experience, your past, you're trying to build that up to form your purpose in life. I am here to tell you that the sure way is to go back to your manufacturer. Ask him, why am I here? What am I doing in the family of Mr. and Mrs. Okeke? What am I doing in the family of Mr. and Mrs. Ngbafo? What am I doing in the family of Mr. and Mrs. Benjamin? Why did you send me? Why am I in that office? Why am I in that church? Why am I in this relationship? Why did you send me? Why am I from this village? The best person to give you that answer is your manufacturer. Why am I here on earth? What are the problems that you saw? What are the problems you saw that you just thought of me? You said, you know what? I am sending you to be the solution to this problem. What is it that came to your mind that made you push me into the family of Mr. and Mrs. Okeke, Mr. and Mrs. Ngbafo? There is something that you saw. These are the questions you need to go back to your manufacturer and start asking. Because, like I said, I attended a meeting where I was asked to speak on purpose. When I finished itemizing how we can discover our purpose in life, I think that was 7 points or 5 points that I gave. Know your gifts, know your passion, know what grieves you, know what you love, and your past, your experience, and all that. When I finished itemizing all of that, still some people had to come and ask me, excuse me, man, I have tried all these things, yet I still feel I am not walking in my purpose yet. So, okay, you know what? Perfect. Now let's introduce the more sure way, which is God, your creator, your manufacturer. So if you're still confused about your purpose, maybe you've tried to work in the line of some talent that you have. Maybe you've tried to work in the line of your passion, what drives you. Maybe you've tried to work in the line of what grieves you. Maybe you've tried to work in the line of what you love. Maybe you've tried to work in the line of your past. You've tried to turn that your past into your assignment. Maybe you've tried all of this, and yet you are still at that point where you are asking yourself, what is my purpose in life? Please, I am here to encourage you. Please go back to your manufacturer. Because like I said, nobody knows the product more than the creator or the manufacturer of that product. So the surest way for you to discover your purpose in life is to go back to your manufacturer. Go back to him. Start asking him questions. What are the problems that you saw before sending me here? Why did you send me? Why am I here? Why am I in the family of Mr. and Mrs. Okeke? Why am I in the community of Okori? I don't even know the name of the community I want to use as a sample. Why am I in this village? Why am I here? What am I doing in that city where you are? Why did you send me? He is the only person that when he opens your eyes to see why, you will never get to doubt. Although along the journey, like I said, purpose is a journey. You may want to doubt here and there, but you will still remember that your manufacturer showed you something. He spoke to you expressly. You cannot forget what he said to you. So that's the sure way for you to discover your purpose in life. Jeremiah 1 verse 5 said, before I formed you, I knew you. I've ordained you. Before I formed you, I knew you. Before I formed you, meaning before your parents even thought of falling in love, before they even met each other and fell in love with each other, before they even thought of getting married and having babies, which you're involved, before they even thought of all these processes, God already had you in the plan. He had you in mind. He knew exactly what you should come here on earth to do. I said this now, I will always say that God is not looking at you and is confused or is wondering, okay, so what should I do with her life now? Or what should I do with his life? No, he's not. He's certain. Before your parents came together in union, God already knew you. He had a plan for you. He says that when your parents came together, God looked, goes, okay, if I put her in this family, I think, okay, she will have more advantage, or she will have more privilege or access or more chance to do what I am sending her here to do. That's exactly what happened. Okay, these two people are in love. Remember the story of Moses. The children of Israel, they cried out to God. They were in deep pain. The Egyptians were dealing with them. They cried out to God. The Bible said a man and a woman came together. That's Exodus chapter 2. Exodus chapter 2. A man and a woman came together. They fell in love. They got married. Then they started producing babies. And then there comes Moses as an answer to the problem. So before Moses even showed up, God already had a plan for him. Just like he was waiting for the right environment, the right family, to place him, like the right family to bring him into, so that through that family he can emerge as the deliverer, as the protector, as the provider that he has been designed to be even before the foundations of the earth. So before I formed you, I knew you. I've ordained you a prophet. So God is not looking at you and wondering what next about her, what next about him. He's not confused. He knows you. He knows you. He knows exactly who he created. So if you are still at this point where you are confused about your purpose in life, please, here is the sure way to go. Go back to your manufacturer. Okay? Nobody knows the product more than the manufacturer. Nobody knows the product more than the creator of the product. So the sure way to discover your purpose in life, apart from the gifts, the passion, all the clues I've itemized on this video, is for you to go back to your manufacturer and start asking him, Lord, why am I here? Before you formed me, you knew me. So why did you send me here? What are the solutions you've created me to bring to the earth? What are the problems you've designed me to solve? Pretty much. And like I said, the moment you hear, fulfillment will start settling in. The moment you hear. So instead of doing tumbom, trying here and there, trying to say, okay, is this one my purpose? Today we are doing this, tomorrow we are doing this one. Please save yourself the energy, save yourself the time. Just go back to your manufacturer, ask him questions. He said, if you ask, if you seek me, you will find me. If you seek me, you will find me. If you seek me with all of your heart. He does not stop prayers. He answers. At the moment you begin to ask him questions, I can assure you God is always willing and ready to answer. So go back to him and ask him questions. Whew! I didn't plan for this to be long. Like I said, from the beginning I said that I feel like this is going to take a lot, but I'm glad we are at this point. I want to believe that this video has blessed you. And if it has, please let me know in the comment section. Have you ever been confused about your purpose in life? Have you tried all the clues and yet you are not seeing anything? Does this video resonate with you? And are you going to try it out? Please, if I'm speaking to you and you know yourself, kindly leave a comment and also share this video, like this video, so that others will get to see it. God bless you. I will see you again next Sunday. Next Sunday might be our last episode. Might. We are under God, so whatever He says, we do. God bless you. Bye.